Hey everybody, it's me, Dr. Amy. So this month we're really talking about not just communicating with your body, but treating your body as an ally, right? Remembering that your body is on your side, even if you're having symptoms, even when you're sick or you're not happy with where your health is or things, the wheels have fallen off the cart. And part of that involves listening to what your body is telling you, right? So when you're having a symptom, we've talked about how that's not a malfunction, it's not a breakdown, it's a message, right? That symptom is a message to you that something is going wrong and that there's an action that needs to be taken. So how do you start listening to your body? Even if you've been ignoring it for years and years and years, or not even ignoring it, but like deliberately suppressing those messages because you don't want to deal with it. You're not in the place, you don't have time, it's not the right time in your life. How do you actually listen? So here are 5 simple ways. Number 1, breathe, right? When you have that symptom with that flare up of like, oh, I'm angry with my body, I don't want to be dealing with this, blah, 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 blah. Or fear, right? What if this means something big and scary? Have that emotional reaction, that's fine. But then take 30 seconds, take a couple of deep breaths, and just sit with it, right? Symptom exists. That is reality, right? We're not going to change that reality. The symptom exists. What does it mean? What is your body trying to tell you? Sometimes you might not know. Sometimes you will, right? Sometimes you're tired because you're tired, even if you don't think you're supposed to be tired. So sit with it and really just take a minute to breathe and understand. Another great way is a body scan, right? So if you want to start communication with your body, you don't have to wait for your body to give you a signal. You can actually kind of go looking for stuff. And if you're doing a body scan, it's a very simple, I hesitate to even call it a meditation, although it sort of is, but it's a very simple exercise. I like to do it in bed at night as I'm just going to sleep. You can start from your toes and just sort of scan your attention up your body to see what you're feeling, right? It's an inquiry. It's a question that you're asking. What does my body feel like right now? What is my body feeling today? And all you're doing is tuning in. You're checking in with your body to say, how are things, right? How are you? I'm concerned about you. I care about you. I just want to know how you're doing. And so you're just checking in, and you can just scan all the way up your body, right? And you don't actually have to do anything. Just scan, see what's there. Be curious about your body, right? This opens the lines of communication and helps you to actually notice what's going on in the background. Also, food reactions, right? So if every day you eat lunch and then you're suddenly wiped out and exhausted, okay, well, that's information. That is information. It's not actually something that's going wrong. It's just information. So obviously there is a trigger there, and the trigger could be the food. And then there's a response, and the response is the fatigue. So what changes that response, right? Is it different food that changes the response? Is it less food? Is it, I don't know, skipping lunch entirely? Is it what? So this gives you an opportunity actually to really dive into what your body likes and what it doesn't, because it's not normal to completely crash, right? After you eat or after you work out or after something happens. That is your body giving you information about what you just did. And especially if it's happening, regularly, there is good information there. So start to actually, again, inquire, right? Start to be a little bit curious about this and develop that curiosity to see what you can learn. Energy changes are another thing that happens, and sometimes it's not as clear as like I do this thing and then I crash. Sometimes it's like I have 4 good days and then I have a day that's terrible. Why? Why do you have a day that's terrible, right? So this is when you can start using, say, a symptom tracker app or a paper symptom tracker to really dig in and see what is the pattern there? What is happening? What is the trigger? And is it just that you're pushing too hard in those 4 good days and then you really do just collapse and need recovery time? Or is there something else, right? Is there a different trigger? And the 5th thing is really tracking without judgment, right? Journaling and tracking. So again, this is not a judgment-based activity. You're not failing if you track symptoms, right? Or if your symptoms are worse a certain day or better a different day. This is an inquiry. You are trying to see what patterns exist. And some of the symptom trackers that are online are actually really great in terms of helping you to find those patterns. And so if you can track without judgment, right? It's not a negative when you have symptoms, it's a message. And so really, journaling your symptoms, really writing them down, tracking them on a symptom tracker or using an app or something like that can help you to tune into what's happening and start to see the bigger picture, see those patterns so that you can then take appropriate action. Right? None of this means anything if you're not willing to actually respond appropriately. You have to also do the things that your body's asking for, right? So these are simple ways to begin to listen to your body and to begin to understand what it's telling you and to actually lean into that relationship. Tuesday tip. See you next week, guys.